So in this video, you will be learning how to find a factorial of number using for loop. So what exactly is a factorial? So what is factorial? A product of a number. So any number which is a product of its of the number along with other numbers below it. Right? Take an example of 6 factorial. So factorial is represented by exclamatory sign. Now 6 factorial is 6 into the numbers below it. What are the numbers below 6? 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So the answer would be 720. Similarly, 4 factorial. So what is 4 factorial? The number itself. Initially it starts with the number itself. How did exclamatory this come here? It starts with 4 followed by the number below it. 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1. So the answer is 4 3s are 12, 12 2s are 24. Right? So this is a factorial of, so this is a factorial. Now how will you write a program for this? We'll start with for loop. For int, we'll take the value as i equals to 1, I less than or equal to whatever number we have taken. Right? Next, what will I do? I will increment or decrement? I must increment. Clear? Next, followed by the condition, we'll make use of a temporary variable called as a fact. I'll tell you why we are using this variable. And the condition is fact into I. Because here we are multiplying every number. Right? 6 into 5, next into 4. So we are multiplying every number. So for that purpose, we are making use of a temporary variable fact. Now, how will this work? And let's initialize the fact to be as 1. Clear? Now, how will it work? In the first iteration, where I is 1, and let the number be as a 5 factorial. I want to find 5 factorial. Right? So this is my first iteration. I is 1, where 1 less than or equal to, just check for the condition. 1 less than or equal to number. So what is number? Number is 5. The condition is true. So it will enter the fact where this would get executed. Now what is stored? Now fact equals to fact into I. What is fact? Value of fact is 1. 1 into 1 is 1. Clear? Now what will happen? I plus this would get incremented. The value of I is 1. So this would get, so this initially the value of I is 1. Now this would be incremented to 2. Right? Now the second iteration begins, where I equals to 2 and 2 is less than or equal to number. Number is 5. Clear? Now it will check the condition. Fact equals to fact into I. In my previous iteration, the value of fact is 1. So it will take the value from the previous iteration. So the value of fact is 1. Right? 1 into 1 multiplied by, now sorry, it is I, not 1. Yeah. 1 multiplied by the value of I. What is value of I? 2. So the value stored in fact is 2. Right? Now I gets incremented to 3. Clear? Now the value of I stored is 3. Now the third iteration happens. I equals to 3, where 3 less than or equal to number. 3 less than or equal to 5. Clear? Now fact equals to, what is the previous fact value for the second iteration? It is 2. 2 into 2 multiplied by, what is the value of I? I stored is 3. 3 2s are 6. Clear? Now I gets incremented to 4. Now I gets incremented to 4. Right? Now in the fourth iteration, what happens? I equals to 4. 4 less than or equal to 5. The condition is true. So fact equals to, what was my previous fact? 6. 6 multiplied by, what is the value of I here? I stored is 4. 6 fours are 24. Right? Now the value of I would again get incremented, and finally the value of I is 5. Now it will check for the condition I less than or equal to number, that is 5 less than or equal to 5, where the condition matches, and fact equals to, what was my previous fact? What is the value stored in the previous iteration? It is 24, right? So 24 multiplied by the value of I is 5. It is 120. So finally this finishes, and when I gets incremented to 6, this condition is false, because 6 is less than, because 6 is not less, this is false because 6 is not less than 5. So it will skip the entire for statement, and it will directly move out of this for statement. So whatever is outside the for statement, that would get printed. And finally in our block, what is outside the for statement, that would get printed, right? So the factorial of 5 is 120, where we saw the execution here. Clear? We are making use of a scanner so that it reads the input from the user, right? So here writing the logic for this, and finally after the for loop, the print statement is printing the factorial of a number. Let us run it. Now enter a number to find its factorial. Let me open a new terminal. Now let us run it. Now it will ask for a user to enter a new number, and it will wait until user enters a number. For example, I have entered 6. So factorial of 6 is 720. Right? It will keep on executing until it is 6. So when it reaches to 7, the condition is false, and it will come out of the for loop, and outside for loop what we have? It is the printing statement. So it will get printed. Clear? Now let us execute one more time. Let us provide some huge number like 15. So the factorial of 15 is this number 2004310016. Clear? So this is about factorial of a number. Thank you.